These are the two teams that we've got. And we'll start with the Royal Navy. And one of the big things for Darren Bamford's team is no James Tilley this afternoon. Unfortunately, he's unable to play, unavailable to be here this weekend. He was brilliant last week against Murfield, but no James Tilley. So 3 changes from the team against Murfield. No Tilley, as we say. No Charlie Mattison either. Harry Stoppard, who made his debut for the Navy, drops out to the bench. In come Brodie Butler, the captain for the Royal Navy today, as he was in the inter-services last year. Jack Bartlett and Kinney Dakaliga as well. Special shout out for Reece Joel, who was impressive with the boot. 2 tries against Murfield. 8 of this team started against the British Army. Moving on to Workington then, and it is debuts galore. Competitively anyway. I know they've had some pre-season friendlies, but competitive debut for Workington Town, for everybody in the squad, including the head coach, as we said. And there are some real talent in there. I want to just point out a special shout out for the 2 Australian boys that have signed over, Cooper Howlett, and Levi Atiga. They must be loving this UK weather.
Again, Town get the ball back, so it's been a knock-on from the Navy, and they're in on this far-stand side. It's Johnny Hutton, and just as easy as that.
Brilliant from Workington, and that is the start that they needed. Really a team looking to gel, and they've gelled immediately in the opening. And as you say, Johnny Hutton, as I'm sure he prefers to be called, gets Workington a 4-point advantage.
Dorden then from this dummy half position, he goes
just momentum stopped for a moment there, actually, for Workington.
Yeah, I think a lot of it, as I say, that they wanted a quicker play of the ball, but the way the weather's been, you've got to just sort of up your jumper stuff, and there's a neat little kick through there, and that's Cooper Howlett in again. That's his 2nd try in 3 games for the Australian second row forward.
Well, there we go. Workington grabbed their 2nd try of the day.
And to start with, as that's just gone the 10, but it will be the Navy's ball as Bradley knocks on there, so something out of nothing there for the Navy, and they will get the ball back. It just shows you there the state of the pitch, but it is now.
That was a great slide tackle.
Yeah.
This is getting messy.
If they're not so keen on rugby, Fratton Park might take them, as Portsmouth are struggling in the Championship as it is, but
Workington then right in a really dangerous position now. The Navy have to be careful. They've got one over on the left if they can find him, and actually
that's a fantastic tackle from the Navy there. They had a 3-on-1 overlap, did Workington, and they haven't taken it.
They reset both teams.
They've scored.
Actually, no, they have gone over.
Yeah,
the line looks very... Yeah. Well, that is another try then for Workington, and Royal Navy are staring at quite a harsh scoreline now.
You'd hope so, but that's got a bit more behind it. And that one is the 3rd time the charm, and it's 16-zip to Town here at the
It's
United
14.
Services.
14, sorry.
14.
Let's not give extra, come on. Yeah, 14 for Workington then. That is 3 tries, 1 conversion. The Navy wall just holding firm for a second.
Yeah, the brothers band there as Guy Graham, as he got that ball down. Well, referee stood the wrong side to see if he had anyway, but that's a brilliant pass, and Will Evans is in.
And he's got to score again. Workington are going to score again, and that is...
a debut try for Will Evans there.
I mean, a debut try for everyone so far. But yeah, Will Evans gets on the score sheet, and it is 18 for Workington.
Don Weir then. Guy Graham.
The onslaught continues for Workington, who are just piling men forward. They really sense there's some scores here. He's going to be pulled back, though.
Offside, the Navy, so it's a penalty to Workington for offside.
I can't see them taking a kick in this condition, so we will get a real attacking position here for Workington.
It might be a struggle to be able to get the kick. Is that Doran over the line? It is. It
is, yeah, Doran is over the line.
Yeah,
real great dart from Doran, and it is another Workington Town try, and this first half is going slower and slower for the Royal Navy.
And we see now for Workington as well the arrival onto the field of Jack Stevenson, the on at loose forward, so I can't quite see who's left the field for us.
Well, it was converted anyway by Walker to make it 24 points on the board. The Navy yet to get on the scoreboard.
And that's a drop ball.
Yeah.
How has it come out though? Well, it's come out clean anyway. And Gaylor's through a gap. Is that in, Gaylor?
This is dangerous.
This is a try. Johnny Hutton's not going to be stopped from there.
He's got the length of the field to go through, but Johnny Hutton
going to go around towards the sticks if he can.
Adds his second of the day, and Workington have another. And just when the Navy felt like they were getting somewhere in this game, they've been hit on a break.
And we won't now, I don't think, be too far off the half-time interval here at the United Services Recreation Ground as Walker puts boot to ball. And it is true, and it is through.
And that is 30 points up then for Workington Town. Just
looking at the referees, looking towards his two touch judges here for
Phillips.
Looks left, looks right. Brilliant cut-out pass. Can Hutton get it? He can. But it is the last, and he's about a metre or two short. Not even the wet surface here will stop him.
Brilliant kick from Walker, though. And
Callum Phillips, yep.
Back at Workington and back with a try.
Bloody nose and all there from the Scotland international hooker. And that one's gone through.
36 then for Workington, who are, I'd imagine, in the background starting to plan for a Lee Leopards clash in round 3. The Navy have got an almighty comeback on their hands if they're going to get anywhere near that clash.
Man of many talents, he'll have, you know.
He's high. Bursting through Noah High.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's going to be a try.
Another try. That is exactly what that man is all about, Noah High.
And that is what he was signed for from the Warrington Wolves. Gary Chambers and Sam Burgess wrapping the appraisal for High, and
to make it 42, he will have to have joy again. He does indeed. And the Royal Navy are 42 points down. Workington are enjoying their afternoon.
They turn him onto his back, so that's a win for the Navy. They'll get a couple of extra seconds to set their line. Carter out the back, over the top. Corkill's in this near stand side. It's not Corkill, I beg your pardon, it's Johnny Hutton. And that is Hutton's...
That is Hutton's hat-trick.
Hat-trick, yeah. Feeling the worst of that, though, as a...
I think it was just caught him late, actually, the challenge did. But it is a hat-trick for Johnny Hutton. And that does make us 46 on the board for Workington Town. Think round the shoulders. So I think that'll be okay.
Bradley then. Oh, that's a brilliant line ball. If you can find a support runner, he has it. Stevenson.
Still got it, so still
batting off 2 and 3.
He might go all the way himself here.
He has gone all the way. That's a fantastic try from Jack Stevenson.
And that is just summing up how good Workington Town have been today.
That is just brute strength. You've got to battle the elements as well as the... There we go, kick through from Doran. Carter's chasing it. And Rio Corkill scored it.
Yeah, that is another try for Workington Town, who managed to really manipulate the space there and find the way through. And it is 54 on the board.
And it is the Nigerian international Rio Corkill that scored that. Is that his second, I believe, is it? It is just that gulf in ability to convert good ball possession. As that kick from Walker's gone through. That's brilliant.
Really good kick from Walker. 56 then for Workington Town.
And that is full time.
To end the game and to end the Royal Navy's Challenge Cup run. A brilliant performance from Workington Town, who will look ahead to Lee Leopards. And I don't think anybody on the Royal Navy side will have any complaints with the fact that Workington Town were the better team today.